Hey guys, welcome to Driving TV. Here's the CDL General Knowledge Practice Test 2021 for those drivers that are working on getting their CDL. This study guide will help you learn all questions and answers for your upcoming test. Let's get started. Which of the following is a key steering component? Gearbox. How can you start moving without rolling backward? Do all of the above. Engage the clutch before removing your foot from the brake. Apply the trailer brake hand valve and set the parking brake whenever necessary. Which is not one of the 4 basic skills that operating a commercial motor vehicle requires? First aid certification. The distance that you should look ahead of your vehicle while driving amounts to about at highway speed. One-fourth mile. Front end header boards. Protect you from your cargo in case of collision and block the forward movement of your cargo. The formula for stopping distance with air brakes is perception distance, reaction distance, brake lag distance, and effective braking distance. Which of these statements about crossing or entering traffic with a heavy vehicle is true? Heavy vehicles need larger gaps in traffic than cars. You are driving a 40-foot vehicle at 45 miles per hour. Driving conditions are ideal. What is the least amount of space that you should keep in front of your vehicle to be safe? 5 seconds. Axle weight means the following. The weight transmitted to the ground by one axle or one set of axles. The new BAC, or blood alcohol concentration for commercial drivers to be considered intoxicated when driving a commercial vehicle is 0.04. Which of these statements about brakes is true? The heavier a vehicle or the faster it is moving, the more heat the brakes must absorb to stop it. Your vehicle is in a traffic emergency and may collide with another vehicle if you do not act. Which of these is a good rule to remember at such a time? Heavy vehicles can almost always turn more quickly than they can stop. A moving vehicle ahead of you has a red triangle with an orange center on the rear. What does this mean? It may be a slow-moving vehicle. Underloaded front axles can cause the following. Poor traction. You are traveling down a long, steep hill. Your brakes get so hot that they fail. You should do Look for an escape ramp or escape route. You do not have a hazardous materials endorsement on your commercial driver's license. When can you drive a vehicle hauling hazardous materials? Only when the vehicle does not require placards. You should stop driving when you become sleepy. Inspect your cargo after you have driven. "50 miles. According to the driver's manual, why should you limit the use of your horn? It can startle other drivers. You are checking your brakes and suspension system for a pre-trip inspection. Which of these statements is true? All answers are correct and true. Brake shoes should not be worn dangerously thin. Brake pads should not have brake fluid on them, and one missing leaf in a leaf spring can be dangerous. What happens when tar heats up? It makes the road more slippery. It has just reached freezing. Which of the following areas may be slippery? All of the above: a wet-looking road, a bridge, and a shaded area. Which of the following statements about an escape ramp is false? It is not useful if you're traveling too fast. If a vehicle continues to drive in your blind spot, you should speed up. You should inspect wheel bearing seals for leaks. While driving at night, which lights should you use as often as you can? High beams. Your emergency kit does not need to include a spare jacket. What is the IPDE method of driving? Identify, predict, decide, execute. Which of these statements about speed management is true? Both of the above answers are true. On packed snow, you should reduce your speed by about 1.5. On a wet road, you should reduce your speed by about 1/3. Tie downs must be of the proper type and strength. The combined strength of cargo tie downs must be strong enough to lift one and 1/2 times the weight of the cargo tied down. How far should a driver look ahead of the vehicle while driving? 12 to 15 seconds. You are driving a new truck with a manual transmission. What gear will you probably have to use to take a long downhill grade? a lower gear than you would use to climb the hill. How do you correct a rear wheel acceleration skid? Stop accelerating. Covering the brake means to have your foot over the brake and ready to push it if necessary. To prevent shifting, there should be at least one tie down for every feet of cargo. 10 feet. You are driving a heavy vehicle and must exit a highway using an off-ramp that curves downhill. You should slow down to a safe speed before the turn. When should you wear seatbelts? Anytime you are in a moving vehicle. Some traffic emergencies may require you to leave the road. Which of these is a good thing to remember? If you must leave the road, try to get all wheels off the pavement or at least one side of the vehicle's tires off the road. Dry bulk tanks require special care because both above, they have a high center of gravity and the load can shift. Some liquid tanks are divided into several smaller tanks by bulkheads. Which of these statements is not true about engine belts in hot weather? Cracking is likely to occur, but it is not a safety threat. If you are being tailgated, you should increase the space in front of you. If you are confronted by an aggressive driver, what should you do? Do all of the above. Avoid eye contact, call the police from your cell phone if you can do it safely, and ignore rude gestures and refuse to react negatively. You don't want to be a distracted driver, so you avoid using your cell phone until you reach your destination. Which of the following should you not do if you experience a tire failure? Brake hard and immediately. What might happen if you swing wide to the left before you turn right? Someone might try to pass you on your right. Convex curved mirrors show a wider area than flat mirrors. Which of these statements is not true about bad weather driving conditions? As rain continues, the road becomes more slippery than it was when the rain began. How many red reflective triangles should you carry? 3. dry bulk tanks, and hanging meat are unstable loads. A GPS device should be designed for truck navigation. Well guys, hope this was helpful for you. If so, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more upcoming videos. Thank you and best of luck to you.